How you doing, YouTube? Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of a 6-point hazy time in the form of their Dabbel. This comes courtesy of Gordon. Thank you very much, brother. He sends me off a box every month or two of usually like tri-state area goodness. Sometimes it's Jersey, sometimes New York, sometimes a little bit of here and there. But this one he sent off, and I'm really curious about this one. Granted, it's 2 months old. I don't think 2 months is a long time to wait for a beer, but I've been wanting to give this one a whirl. A couple of people I know have spoken fun things about this. My buddy Joe over at the Beer Patrol reviewed it and thought it was quite nice, so kind of excited. So thank you very much, dude. What does it say in here? Dabbel. Beer is culture. 6-point brewery. 8.2% alcohol by volume. Story time in the back. Try to rip through it real quick. It says here, there's nothing quite like your first taste. Hop farmers are breeding insane new flavors. One sip and you'll be hooked. Truly harness these flavors, though, you've got to dabble a bit and test them out. The new hop blend blew our minds. So for Dabbel, we're taking an experiment full scale with massive loads of hops so everyone can experience it. Sabro provides an incredible coconut note. Cashmere brings a soft, delicate complexity. And Idaho 7 brings potency and depth. Dip a toe in, dare to dabble. And like I said, this is canned. This is the 14th of March. This was canned on the 14th of January. So you're looking at 2 months exactly. And it's in that classic Red Bull style 12-ounce little canner thing that 6-point is just kind of known for. I don't know anybody else that really... I'm sure other breweries have done this kind of format before. But it's kind of 6-point's thing to do it this way. So what do we have there? I mean, it comes off quite dark. Is that an age thing? I don't know, but it comes off a dense, rich darkness, and yeah, about a pinky finger of just south of khaki color. It had decent creaminess on it. Tight compact bubbles, but she's not like a super crazy haziness on her. Besides that darkness, I think she'd be a little bit clearer as far as look goes, but she definitely has the haze. So, off to a good start. Let's see if we can get a nose. You definitely get those coconut vibes in there. Oh, man. You get this coconut, but you also get this, like, little bit of minty, kind of eucalyptus kind of mintiness in there. Yeah. It's a soft... It's like... It's not fresh coconut. It's not toasted coconut. It's not like Water Babies, Copper Tony kind of coconut. It's more of like a... I don't want to say coconut pith, because I don't think there's such a thing as that. But it almost smells like if you shaved a little bit close to the bark of a coconut, you'd get that kind of, rindy kindness from the coconut. And if you have like a watermelon where you have like your green rind and you have your watermelon, but then you have that kind of tweener bit in there that I guess most people will call, or when it comes to an orange, it'd be like the pithy portion of the show. It smells like that kind of portion of coconut. But like I said, there's a very kind of evaporative eucalyptus, not necessarily in a smell, but kind of an effect, kind of vibrance to the hop, too. It smells pretty fun. Soft sweetness to it. The sweetness almost comes off like melon-like. Not necessarily like the hops are showing melon, but it's like a kind of overly ripened kind of melon, kind of cantaloupe-y kind of sweetness to it. Yeah, I like that. It's fun. It smells cool. It doesn't smell like your traditional kind of hazy, but at the same time, it smells interesting. And the way that cashmere kind of sabro, kind of comes off, it's fun. I dig it. Let's just dive in. Cheers. Yeah, that's really cool. It is definitely... I know a lot of people have, my buddy Joe, more specifically, talked about kind of pina colada vibes. I am getting coconut melon vibes here. I'm leaning heavily into that cantaloupe. I'm leaning heavily into those melon. So if you're thinking about a kind of a pina colada, make it a meloned pina colada, a mango pina colada, a kind of, not specifically just generic tropical fruit, just a rich melon kind of pina colada. So you're getting that nice soft coconut. Again, not overly toasty, not overly fleshy. It's kind of just like that coconut, like, I don't want to say generic coconut, but it's kind of like, I don't know how to put it. I don't have that much coconut experience besides flake coconut and mounds and all the shit that everybody else has. There's some added depth to it. There's some rich extra piece to coconut that I feel like I'm getting here that I've never experienced before in real life. Take that for what it's worth. Anyway, so you're taking that and you're adding it to a definite melon-heavy, cantaloupe-heavy kind of tropical fruit juiciness. That's what I'm getting in here. Now, you are getting this little bit of carbonic acid kind of bitterness thing going on. I've usually kind of knocked pretty heavily against that. A lot of breweries kind of end up coming off that way. Dancing Gnome comes off that way for me. Foam Brewing of Vermont comes off that way for me. So I am getting that soft carbonic acid kind of bitterness thing. That seltzer water sulfur kind of thing. It's very gentle, very soft. And with how sweet this goes with the coconut, with the melon, with the sweetness of the malt, it's welcomed. I'm not getting a huge over-the-top bittering component from the hops. It's there, but it's generic. That added subtle bit of carbonic acid actually works as a positive in this beer. So it works for me. I like this beer. Is it a New England style hazy IPA? I guess so. It comes off a little bit more candied sweet. Not as fluffy, not as creamy, not as dense. Not what a lot of people look for when they look to the big Mount Rushmores of the world when it comes to the hazies, your Trilliums, your Treehouses of the world, those kind of breweries. It has a little bit of a bit more of a, like I said, a candied kind of malt-based, malt sweetness kind of vibe, but it has that rich kind of New England kind of traditional hazy IPA inside of it too. This is, not that I haven't had Sixpoint before, but this is the first kind of really big hazy that I've had from these guys since they poached their head brewer away from Trillium, and you can kind of taste a little bit of influence from Trillium in this one. It does have that kind of rich depth to it that you get in those Trilliums, Treehouses of the world, but you end up missing in a lot of other breweries that try to duplicate those kind of mouthfeel and flavors, but you're getting in a different package. So it's kind of learning along the way and adding what you know to what you want to create. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from the beer, and I dig that. So yeah, coconut sings. I love the way that Sabro hop is coming through. The melon vibes add that kind of meloned kind of pina colada thing going on. And while typically I kind of bang against that whole carbonic acid thing, it's soft, it's not over the top, and it actually adds a little bit of balance to the whole beer to make it just not one-sided, and just adding that little bit of kind of seltzery kind of bitteringness to it. It just brings it to a more harmonic place. Now is when you cue the old Blues Travels with the harmonica and all that shit. Anyway, I like it. I dig it. I think it's fun. Here's the other thing. I think it's fun. I think it's tasty, and it's 2 months old, so take that for what it's worth. Was it better a month ago? Better 6 weeks ago? I don't know, but I like it now. I guess that's all that matters. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better hazies that I've had as of late? It's worthy of being in a conversation from its unique standpoint. Knee-jerk wise, I still like some of those traditional style, New England style IPAs, the Mount Rushmore styles. Those ones do it a little bit better for me. But from one, how it's made, its uniqueness of it, and two, the way that kind of Sabro hop shows, and getting that coconut from not having the coconut in there, that in of itself makes it a super fun beer. Value and availability. It's Sixpoint. You should be able to find this. I mean, I would assume so. If you see Sixpoint in your footprint, I don't know if it's just New York localized or not, but if you see Sixpoint, hopefully you guys find this. Their pricing usually isn't too poopy, but I have no idea since it was sent to me, and leave you with, if you like what we like this beer, if you like coconut hazies and a slight candied sweetness to your IPAs, but you want something that's unique while at the same time tasty, there you go. She wins. There you go. Another review in the books. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing a whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying this little Sabro hopped IPA right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.